Hello everybody and welcome to Alchemy Factory. This is a game by D5 Copperhead and Game Mirror Games, and it's all about making an alchemy workshop. Now, Avek played this in his Next Fest demo stream and he said it was really good and he really liked it. So I was like, okay, well, I've got that one downloaded too, so I'm going to play that. I couldn't play it at Next Fest because I had way too many games, but we're going to play it now. So let's jump into a new game. I'm going to call it She-Lab because I'm going to call it New Gash-Lab. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it She-Lab. It's not going to be multiplayer because just no, not while I'm recording. So let's jump in. Let's see what this is all about. So I'm guessing we're kind of making ourselves an alchemy shop, right? And I'm guessing that it's going to have more automation than usual, but that's about as much as I know. So let's have a little look at our mail, because it looks like it's very much trying to tell us to have a look at that. So an alchemist assessment issued by the Alchemy Association. Complete it to increase your alchemy level. So we need to submit 20 wooden gears and we will get 400 coins back and some flax. Okay, loans. We can get loans of various amounts. Okay. I prefer generally, like, I know that it can really speed up stuff to get loans, but I just don't like taking them if I don't absolutely have to. I like it in real life too. I don't like loans. I don't like gambling. I just like to try and earn money and use the money as much as possible. It doesn't mean I don't understand it's sometimes necessary, but let's buy some logs anyway. We've got 10,000 gold to start with. That should allow us to buy a few logs at least. Buy a plot of land. Oh, okay. All plots with for sale sign are available for... Oh, really? Wow. So that's one right next to our house. I take it this is our shop. What's going with... So I stop and then it goes with the sound of my footsteps. I take it these guys' place isn't for sale. They look a bit intimidating, to be quite honest with you. They look like they look like the competition, don't they? Are you my competition? You're gonna beat me up if I do too well. Okay. Let's go and buy this place next to our shop then. It's gonna cost us 4,000, which is a lot of our money, but okay. Plot of land. Oh, I see. So the building disappeared. I thought I was buying the building. I clearly have to build a new one. Next, go to the yard. Oh, by the way, sorry there wasn't any video yesterday. It got copyright struck, so I had to take it down. Sad times. Which is really unusual because, like, I have had about 30 videos in a row where nothing has hit. And so I was actually a little bit taken aback when that happened. I was like, oh, what do I do? This doesn't happen anymore. I've noticed as well, when I get keys off Keymailer, they're actually saying whether or not the music has been checked. So I think the fact that somewhere like Keymailer is now asking for music to be checked before they give it out to creators is actually a really good thing. And it means that probably a lot of the demos are going to be checked and things like that as well, just so that they can qualify for Keymailer. Right, so anyway, I need to build a wooden table in the yard. Let's get away from my life and back to... I can tell you more about my life, actually. I've got news to tell you. Well, not really news, just why I didn't do a video the day before yesterday. I had stuff rammed into my gums. It wasn't very nice and it kind of hurt. So, yeah. It's called a perio chip. Because my gum was receding behind my canine tooth. Because my canine tooth is a weird shape, apparently. It doesn't look a weird shape, but it's a weird shape for cleaning, apparently. Anyway, build panel. Blueprints or build. It looks like I've got a table, a shelf, and a candle. They want me to build a table. And I figure they probably want me to build it in the yard because they wanted me to go to the yard first. So let's just pop it in the corner of the yard. Oh, that was quite easy. Nice. Okay, so does this just show me anywhere where how much wood I have and things like that? Do I have like a eye for inventory? 180 wood, 800 copper coins, 5,000 copper coins. Yeah. And then however many logs I have, which is 1, seemingly. Okay. hold Z. So let's get out of the building menu by right-clicking apparently, and press Z to open the research panel. Oh, it looks like I can go 1, 2, and 3 for the various building projects. That's quite nice too. Yeah, I'm liking the way the UI works. The controls feel really intuitive to me. Sometimes I'll play a game and I'll be like, is it me, or does it just not feel very good? But yeah, this one feels good so far anyway. So research panel. Select the table saw. Start research. I guess we wait for it because it's only 5 seconds. We can wait 5 seconds, right, guys? Okay. So it's escape to come out of the actual window, but right click to go back as well. Right click and escape, combination of those. It's again fairly intuitive though. Okay, so hold left click over the table saw. Oh, I can put it up on my table? Yeah, there we are. To add logs. Oh, I see. Okay, so research a grinder. So the table saw 2 seconds. Oh, 30 logs a minute. Okay. 30 wood a minute. Right, okay. Press O to view detailed conveyor tutorials. Okay, so I'm guessing I need some kind of conveyor belt, possibly another table. This is going to be quite long. It's cute that you put everything on tables, including probably the conveyor belts. All right, let's have a look at the grinder then. So that's the grinder. Research for 100. And I'm guessing I'm going to need a conveyor belt. It's powered by magic. Oh, well, that's always good. I don't have to deal with electricity then. I wish the world was... Do you know how much tidier my house would be if my computer was just powered on magic? Can you imagine how much less cable spaghetti there would be in the world? Okay. Conveyor belts. Boom. Right. So I guess I'm going to need a grinder on 6. It's very small. I see the wood came out of there. Right. So probably if I press 7 and put a couple of little conveyors on, we're going to start, yeah, having a grinder. And I would imagine if I put a couple of little conveyors there, I don't know why we need 2, but I like the idea of having 2. And then I maybe, consider building multiple grinders to improve efficiency. Oh, okay. So maybe I could, can I rotate it? Yeah, there we are. I could have 4 of them, look. So let's have a look at how I'm going to just play around with the conveyors and see what I can do. Okay. Oh, I can sort of drag and drop. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Yeah, look, they're all like, it's basically going to fill one up, and then the next, it'll fill up the queue. And then when the queue is too full, it'll queue 2 up. And then when the queue is full, it'll fill the next one up. There we go. That's what we need. Okay, so we've got several cogs there. So can I... Oh yeah, just pull like that. Then what I could do if I wanted to is get them all onto kind of one belt kind of thing. And then what I could do after that, is I could push it that way. Come on. Go around that way. Why won't you go around that way? I was trying to drag it that way. Okay, maybe we need to do it like this. Get rid of that one. Oh, can I delete? Oh, now you decided to do what I've told you. How dare. I was thinking I could maybe do a chest or something. Okay, we've got enough wooden gears. I need to play around with that conveyor belt and just see how I can make it work in different ways. But that is fine. So, oh, yeah, when building small storage boxes, press T to toggle their forms. Interact with small storage box to transfer items to your inventory. Consider building multiple grinders to improve efficiency. Right, so we definitely do need a small storage box. Woohoo. Done. Okay, so it said... check the mailbox for the quest list. Complete main quest to increase alchemy level. Higher levels unlock new materials and technologies, and the mailbox allows you to complete commissions and apply for loans. Okay. I said something about switch forms. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we are. Right. Yeah, we've got some nice different ways in and out. So for me, probably that. Be the way forward. But again, I don't think we need all of this, so I'm wondering how to delete. So let's have a look. Q is bills. V is showing like materials, goods, and devices. Okay. Z is my skill tree. O is like tutorials. Conveyor belts. Oh, that's cool. You can split them in quite a few different ways by the looks of it. Okie dokie. So yeah, what I could have had there is just one conveyor going out of here and then just along there. And then I could have had a conveyor coming out along here and then going straight into the box. Oh, it's the end of the day. We had 200's worth of expenses, but you know, I learned a lot about how conveyors work. I'm just trying to find out how to X to delete by the looks of it. So I'm gonna do a bit of deleting. That one never seemed... That one doesn't seem to be... Alright, let's do some deleting. Oh, this is bulk. Okay. And then F to confirm. I see. Actually, I want that one. I don't want that one. And then let's go to conveyor making again and just try and see if I can get that to... There we are. Or even if we went the other way and over there. Is that getting stuck now? Yeah. How is that? Why is that getting stuck? Is that because that one's there? Let's try... Yeah, I'm just going to try a few things because I can. So bulk delete. I'm going to delete those. And also those. Then I want to get the conveyor belts back out and sort of try and... So that one still thinks it's going that way. Not sure why. Everything else is working perfectly. It's just that little guy over here. Rotate with R. Might need to be deleted and put back in again. I'm not sure though. I'm just going to delete that one. And then I'm going to put in a different kind of... So R to rotate. Just make it do that. No, that's still getting stuck on there, isn't it? Do that. That work? There we are. You just got to watch what it does and try and play around with it until it does what you want. Okay, so we also don't need a lot of these ones. So let's X to delete. F. Just trying to make it a bit more efficient, you know. I don't even know if it is any more efficient, but just removing anything that I don't think is strictly needed. And just trying to learn the ways of the conveyor. Oh, I see. I love the way the splitters look, because you've got it there, there, and there on it. There, there. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice how it shows the direction. You can see it just by looking at it. Except that one doesn't look right. Although to explain it anymore, like to play with it anymore, I'd need to be making more stuff. But at the moment, I've got loads of large wooden gears, which I can put into my inventory, I imagine. Oh yeah, I've got more, even more there. Okay, so we've got loads of wooden gears in my inventory. So I figure if I now go back to the mailbox, I can submit the quest. And we get to alchemy level 2, shop reputation plus 10. New materials, we get flax seeds and limestone. I figure I can buy from this guy. So a stone crusher. So I want to buy some limestone from the merchant firstly. Iron ore. Limestone. I just buy one. And then we need to build a stone crusher. I'm not sure whether we want to build that on like a different table. Somewhere else. Let's buy another couple of tables over here then. And maybe we'll do a stone crushing thing here. I could even get them to go into these boxes possibly. But to be honest, just to simplify it, I'm just going to make it on these tables. And if I need to move things around to combine things later on, that's fine. We'll work it out at that point. I'll just make individual little tiny factories to start with. But what a lovely looking game. Like if you're going to build a factory, why not build it on tables in a medieval town? Okay, so stone crusher Z to open it up. I imagine an inclined conveyor belts to high or low places. Okay, level 2 stone crusher. Do I have enough money to buy that? That might be useful. Okay. Cost 230 and it will research time of 14 seconds. Oh, it's taking longer now. A processor. A seed plot for my flax, I imagine. A small wooden gear. Thought I was already making small wooden gears. I'm so confused. Or maybe that makes big wooden gears and these are small ones or something. I don't know. Mortar, linen thread. Then we get to level 3 and 4, 5 and 8 and 9, 10. Wow. There's loads to do, isn't there? I don't know how far we'll get in like an hour and a half. We've already taken 20 minutes to get to level 2. So, okay. Maybe I need to speed up. Oh wow, I've got all my inclines there. Nice. All right, so I think I might need to choose the stone crusher from here. So build a stone crusher. So let's do that first. Build it kind of... I reckon if we build it more in the middle, that might be kind of cool. We can try and play around with some different conveyor designs. and build a processor and set the recipe to mortar. Ah, tea is so nice while you're waiting for your processor to be made. Okay, so the processor is done. Lovely. So let me... build one. That's table saw. No, that's a grinder. Advanced crafting processor. Okay. So we'll just build one for now and see how it goes. If I need extras, I can always add them in. Kind of like to have a decent amount of conveyor belts going between. The reason being, I like to be able to see what's going on. So I like to be able to see where it's... So sometimes you wouldn't like necessarily need, for example, that one. You could make it all a lot smaller. You wouldn't necessarily need that one either, but I kind of sometimes just like to be able to see for a little bit longer it's sort of going along its process. I don't know. Or maybe it's just an aesthetic choice. One of the two. All right, let's stick some limestone in. Okay. So it's making some crushed stone now. Oh, I have to set the recipe to mortar. What do you mean there's no recipe available? Do I have to, like, research mortar or something? Yes. That's exactly what I need to do. Because of course it is. This is giving me plenty of time to drink my tea, though, which I'm appreciating because normally I don't get barely any time to drink my tea. All right, so select recipe, mortar, confirm. Just going to start making mortar, hopefully. Yep, it's going in. It's making it. All right, let's get some conveyors on the outside. Going into a nice box of some description. More of it. A chest. Oh yeah, going into a chest. Lovely stuff. Very, very nice. Okay, so we pretty much don't need... As well, I was trying to work out how to delete things for this precise reason, and then I kind of forgot. We don't need any of that. Oh yeah. Just feeling a bit more like, you know... A little bit simpler might be nice. Okay, so we need to submit 50 linen rope for the main quest. So what are we doing now with that? Flax seeds from the merchant. From this merchant, this one in here. Ah, the flaxseed guy. Okay, done. Plant them in a seed plot. Okay, so I'm going to need to open up the seed plot. So I figured that might come next, seeing as it was next on the tree. I wonder what I do with the mortar. Maybe I need it to build a seed plot. Don't know. Game manual updated with new content. Logistics, storage, decoration. I need no decoration. We are making a factory here. Why would we need decoration? So we can have a look at materials, goods, and devices. Okay, very nice. Is there anything else new there? Because it's trying to tell me about new things. So yeah, mortar and large wooden gears. Ah, yeah. So the small ones are probably made out of like a wooden gear cut down or something, or I don't know. But I think the processor makes them as well. So then I'm kind of wondering whether I should start to do things ahead of time. I don't know though. Anyway, so flat. I'm wondering whether I can have things coming in the door and then we can like sell things at the shop and have things going onto shelves. That would be really cool if that happened. I'm sure I've seen people do it. I've seen a couple of people play this and just over shoulders and things, and as I've been tuning into things for a few minutes here and there. So let's just build. Somewhere to... Now then. Insufficient... Oh, this is where I need the crushed stone. Okay. I'll just take it straight off the conveyor belt then, shall I? That sounds good. All right, I can make one now. So I'm going to pop it over here. This will be my little flaxseed making place. So quick plant flax seeds. There we are. It'll take 6 minutes and 40 for that to grow. So go inside the shop and build a medium shelf. Assign a shelf to sell mortar and restock it once. All right, let's build a shelf. Do I have shelves? Do I need to unlock shelves? Bigger storage box, that might be nice. We're probably going to need linen thread. I'm just going to start researching things ahead of time a little bit because I don't think it matters if I do. Ooh, look at... I just pressed tab and suddenly I had like my whole... I can stock myself up with gear, look. Okay, so how do we build a medium shelf then? That is... Is that a medium shelf? Yes. Yes, it is indeed. Okay, so I'm just going to pop up there. And we are going to assign it for mortar. Confirm. So this is like automated shopkeeping. I think I've got one that will be more like automated farming that I'm going to show, I'm hoping, later in the week. Which will be pretty cool. Sorry, I'm drinking tea while not waiting for things to be researched. I'm just going to start researching through everything as soon as I can. Okay, restock the mortar at once. Right, let's grab some mortar. Oh, okay, interesting. Right click to split the stack into halves, I guess. Restock mortar. Ah, there we go. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, so customers will proceed to a checkout table after purchases. Install a cashier to enable automatic checkouts. Well, that sounds amazing. But how do we do that? Also, I think we might have got a... That's actually a big amount of money for doing the linen. Nice. How's our linen doing? How's our flax doing? 4 minutes and 12. I feel like I should probably have a bit more of it than that planted, honestly. We'll work on that in the morning. But at the moment, I'm trying to work on how to install a cashier. I mean, that looks like a checkout. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a checkout table. Let's have a look and see if there's any kind of like checkout things that I've missed. We aren't on level 3 yet though, are we? So... Linen rope. So I don't think, unless it's in here on level 1 or 2, but it's a thing I need to do. Okay, let's try O. So I've done automated processing, we've done products and shelves, we've done advanced crafting, we've done herb planting. We are level 2. Okay, lady has come to the... She has come to buy. Okay, congratulations on completing the tutorial. Remember, the great alchemy adventure has only just begun. Tips. Random quests on the mission board often offer generous rewards. Short on funds for production expansion? Try applying for a loan. Prioritize research and catapults and automatic cashier upgrades to free yourself from the grind of restocking and manual checkout. Yeah, we don't want manual checkout for any longer than we have to, even though it's quite easy. Compared to some of the shop games I played, it's an easy checkout. You don't have to maths around any of the coins or anything like that. All right, so I probably could do with some way of automatically restocking the mortar. All right, so let's unlock a large storage box, and we need to work on the linen rope. So, flax is done. So recipe-wise, I see. Okay, so we're going to need to actually start to properly have a little bit of a linen rope thing going on here. So, I need flax twine plus the gears. So how about we put I'm putting another table maybe here. I might need to get some more wood, actually. Get a couple of logs. I am wondering whether just to have a little thing that's, you know, not making them into the... at the moment. Well, I'll just take planks from the background, you know, as they're coming out of the grinder. But I really could do with putting a chest or something there instead, and maybe having some kind of way of stopping. I didn't need that much, you see. I just need some for a table, so. Okay. So what I'm wanting, the large cogs are coming over here, right? Into that chest at the moment. And so what I'm kind of wanting them to do, if possible, I'm wanting to get in a linen processor. So let me just have a look at what I need to do for that. This one is logs for planks. This one is limestone for rubble. This one has one conveyor belt input and one output. Right, I'm just gonna have a quick look at the one I've got over here and just see what I can do. So recipe-wise, if I throw flax into it, I think it will give me linen thread. And then if I throw... Yes, I'm gonna need 2 of these guys, basically. So firstly, I'm going to need one right at the start. And for that, I'm going to need more wood. Okay, of course I am. I'm actually going to do something. It might be a bit surplus to requirements, but it seems like I'm always going to be running out of wood. Okay, so what I'm thinking, if I put a little table down here, or even not, okay, maybe I could. I'm just thinking before I do this whole big thing, I'm going to need like a little. just a little one making wood, a little table saw making wood. So I'm going to put the table saw here. I'm going to put a little box here. Oh, I don't have enough planks for that. Okay. So annoying. I'll have plenty of big gears though, won't I? Alright, so then we've got it's a little box here, and that's going to be my box for wood, okay? I'm just gonna... No. Great. I messed that one up, didn't I? What I wanted to do is rotate it like that so that the wood could go in there, and then I could just grab wood out of this box here. That would be wonderful. Okay. Everything's a bit of a mess at the moment, but I probably will, once I know what I need and how things interact with each other, I might tidy it up a bit if I feel like it. Or I might just leave it like a huge, big lump of spaghetti. Because who doesn't love one of those? So, yeah, I'm going to put this log into here. And that way I don't have to take individual logs off of there. So that one is specifically for cogs. And that one is specifically for planks. So that's going to be so much better. I am not seeing these going into the... Oh, of course not. Of course they won't. Of course they won't. Because I'm a silly. So what we need here is this, and then this, and this. There we are. That's better. Because of course the inputs and outputs are on the edges, because that's where I've told them to be. So why would they not be? So these can be used as kind of almost a kind of a place to store things, like in the middle of a process, as well as something just to store things at the end. So that's quite nice. You can sort of get a load of stuff in there and not worry if this is going faster than whatever's going on the other side. It can kind of like give you a little bit of a stockpile, I guess, as well. Okay, so I explained that so well, didn't I? So why don't I play factory games? I can't explain any of it. Right, so I want to take these because I want... I don't know why the flax is suddenly in there. That's a bit weird. I want to start making things with this wood. So what I'm wanting is, ideally, if I can, to make myself one of these processors. And now I do have enough stuff for them, which is wonderful. So I'm just going to put it here. And it's going to take flax. And it's going to turn that flax into linen thread. I think. If I just put flax in it, will that just be enough if I just put flax in? Do I have to? Yeah, so it's going to make flax fiber into linen thread, which is great. But I need an input. So I feel like what I might need to do here... X. Is to put a box first that has everything I need in it. So let's try that. Let's see if that works. A wood block and a stone block. Oh, interesting. Just a small storage box should be fine. And I just want one that will go that way. Then I want a quick conveyor belt. And then I want the processor, which is not on my list. So I'm hoping now I can put in some flax into the box and it will just take it out. And it will put it into the processor. Great, yes. Okay, so now I can set a recipe for linen thread. And that should then start to process it into linen thread, hopefully. Ah, okay. I've slightly mucked this up. Just a bit mucked it up. So let's just... Things are slightly off kilter here, so I'm just going to do a little delete. I'm so glad it lets me delete things. Because my goodness me, I'm doing a mess of this. Right, so... Small box. Over here. That. 7. Right, then I can put the flax in there. Just make sure that's still set to... Yeah, it is. So there, we should have linen thread now. Then we're going to want... I don't know how many conveyors we're going to need for this one, though. I could put these the other way around and then put the box there with the cogs on, but I'm just going to play around with it first. Sorry, I'm umming and ahhing a lot here. I'm very aware of it. I'm also very aware flax fiber, which is crafted as a grinder. Oh dear. I am missing a step. I did not realize there was that step involved. Because I'm silly. Okay, so let's... Gonna need to get rid of that so that I can have room to put a grinder in. Apparently also that, because the grinder's huge. Ah, man, I probably don't even need that. I'm gonna delete the whole thing because I didn't understand what was needed and it's kind of messed everything up. So what we probably need to do is start with a grinder. So now I know how to make that. So we start with a grinder, probably level peg in with the table saw. Okay, so then we can put some flax into there, right? Do I need to unlock something here? It's saying linen thread. That's a stone crusher. Grinder. That's also the wrong thing I've built again. Oh, man. I hope I'm getting all my stuff back when I make mistakes. All right, so the grinder is... that's number 6. Oh, I see. It's that tiny thing. So it looks to me like I will need a box before I do that then. Okay. What a huge mess I made of this, eh? But I think we're on the path to glory now. So that should be enough for that. And then I need to put in the processor. And that will turn it. Now then we need to make sure that it's in the right orientation there. There we are. So that should do it. So I put flax in there and then I set that one to a recipe of linen thread. Do we have what we need? We do. That's better. Every day's a learning day. So now we've got that. I need another processor, I believe. I'm just going to pop it over. Well, we need more wood, of course we do. One in here. Yes. Nice. I might throw another log on there later, but we're okay for now. So we need a processor. I'm just going to put it there and I'm going to have a quick look at the recipe. I might have to delete it later. I'm not sure. Linen thread. So it looks like... Yeah, linen rope. Looks like if I just do... Yeah, that's a straight... It's a straight recipe, isn't it? Yep. And then a couple of those. into a... Oh, it's a new day. I actually earned some money from the mortar. I have not even been looking at my customers lately. I bet they're really disappointed in me. Is there like a massive queue? No, because I didn't restock the mortars. Probably a good job I didn't, actually. Okay, so linen rope is go. Very nice. It looks like the cogs are all running out of space, though. So maybe I should... I don't know how much they stack. 100 each. Okay. Maybe I should sell those. Maybe I should make a little place to sell it. Large wooden gear. Confirm. We fit quite a few in there. The customers are getting quite interested in that. They want some wooden gears. Wonderful. Thank you for your copper coins. All right, so my big old messy factory isn't... it's not doing too badly. I definitely could make it shorter and smaller and take up less space and stuff. But like I say, sometimes when you're just figuring something out, figuring out what it needs, it's easier if you can see more of what's going on. So, for me anyway. All right, so I think I need some limestone and maybe a wooden log. I probably could do with some more seeds as well to make some more flax. It took a while, but there was loads of it. To make some more mortar out of that. So yeah, once you've built the stuff, it's not too bad, is it? Just stick a log on it every so often and there you go. It just makes the things. Okay. I do not have 50 linen rope yet. Let's have a look how much we do have. 10. Okay. From 200. So let's go and get some more linen seeds. And I'll see also whether I get some more flax seeds. Sorry, not linen seeds. Will eventually be linen, but there's some flax seeds and I will quickly plant that. It looks like it's... You don't have to water it or do anything like that. There's no like particular farming to do here. Let's see if I can maybe get 3 or 4 of them built at the same time. For that, I'm going to need some stone. To be honest, I could probably just take the stone from here. Since I only need 8 of it. I could set up a production like just for stone and a production just for... Or I could split off like so that half the stone goes into a box and half of it goes into mortar, but I'm not really at a point where I know how much I'm going to need and stuff, so I feel like just taking it as I need it is probably better. All right, let's get one more. Seems as 1 seed was enough to get about 10 rope out of it. Although it's still going, so... Hasn't actually used all of the flax yet, so it probably will make... Maybe one round of it will make enough. On 15 out of 50 now. That's not so bad. All right, let's have a look at what we can make, what we can... Are we on level 3 yet? No, so we're not allowed... Or are we allowed? No, we're not allowed to make... All right, so until we've got the flax, we're not allowed to do the research. Okay. So I could speed that up by making more. Make the production bigger and better. Now, at the moment, it is seemingly... getting the most stuck at the grinder level, I think. Maybe not, though. Wow, outside's got super stormy all of a sudden. Crazy. Yeah, I don't really want to be waiting for this all day. So let's see about making some increased production. That I'm gonna want a grinder. But I don't think I need 2 grinders per one of those, do I? I'm trying to work out like how fast this is going compared to how fast that is going. Let's have a look. So we're making 20 a minute on that, and we're making 20 a minute on. No, we don't. Okay. So I'm just going to put this in a better place. So do I just completely have another... Do I turn that into a splitter? I'm not really sure what to do there. Let's split that off. Maybe that? Oh, I'm not gonna have enough room. It's gonna be hanging off the table here. Let me just put another grinder thing, processor, next to this one. Then I know where I'm aiming for, at least. Then I want to put in a curving one there. Then I want to put in a grinder there. So this should double my production. So this one wants to be making linen thread. And this one wants to be making linen rope. And then I want to put a box on there. So let's just get some... Or we could just do that and put it in this box. Because why not? It's not like the box is getting super full, is it? So now we've got 2. Wonderful. And while that was going on, we got another 10 rope. So that's fantastic. In the meantime, flax is doing okay. Plenty of wood in there, which is great. I love having lots of wood. And people want to buy stuff. Luckily, they seem happy to queue. You kind of get into the factory side of this and forget that you're actually running a shop. And how has it been an hour? All I've done is like 3 conveyor belt worth. Oh, I'd be doing this for ages. I'm not a factory player. I don't do things like Factoria or anything like that. So stuff like this does not come second nature to me the same it does to some other players who are doing this all the time. Okay, so how many rope have I got now? 7 more. Yeah, that's so much faster with a double production. It'd be even faster with a triple production. So if I really wanted to up my linen production, I could have like several lines going, and then it will come back into the same box at the end, and it would be wonderful. But what I'd have to do there is just move my my table doing all of the stuff there. So aha, I have more flax. Wonderful. I'll buy another flax seed and plant it in. I don't think I need much more than I've got, to be honest, there. Unless I had a lot more lines. I seem to have enough to keep me going, so... I can throw the flax that I picked up there into the box. Yeah, it's totally... There's plenty. Absolutely plenty. As another 7, that brings us to 43. Next time we have 7, we've got enough. Wonderful. Then a rope, small wooden gear. But yeah, it's annoying because until I've done the quest to get to level 3, I can't do anything else. So the reward will be iron ore. And we'll be able to start making things out of iron then, which will be wonderful. I'm wondering whether we're going to need to get another plot of land soon. So how much is that going to cost? 6,000. Okay, so we're going to need to make some money before we can do that one. Just going to grab another flaxseed. I may as well just keep it going, the whole flax production. It looks like 2 fields for what we've got. It's absolutely ample. I'll just see if there's any customers. No, there's not, because we don't have enough large wooden gears stocked. I really want automated customers, no, customers, cashiers and things. Let's have a look and see how where that's coming in. So catapult, stone furnace, an assembler, conveyor lifter, trash barrel. Oh, nice. Okay. Emptied each night. A hopper, a smelter, a healing potion, linen, a workbench, potion shelf, iron nails. Okay. And throw items onto shelves or into hopper conveyors with angle and distance restrictions. Okay. Supply portal. Balance, crucible, pipeline. I'm trying to work out where when I'm going to get a checkout helper. That's all I want, okay? I just want my checkout helper. I don't know where it even is. Like, sad times. At the moment, I just have to do all the grunt work myself. How dare. Have a look at the linen rope and let's see. We are there. We've done it. Okay. Level 3, here we come. A carpenter request. Oh, nice. I can get some money together for this. Cool. A random request. Oh, I can't do any of that. Not yet. But I can submit the main quest. And now we can plant sage and get iron ore. I can also do the carpenter's request quite happily. So now we're up to 5,700. That's a lot better. Healing potion we can't do, but we could do this one. And we could do this one. 10 stone, 10 mortar. I can do 10 stone, 10 mortar. Definitely got 10 mortar. I just need this 10 stone. In fact, I have 10 stone in my inventory right now. Well, it's oh, 10 out of 100. It's 120 stone. Right. Maybe I do need to be making a stone making thing as well as a wood making thing. Trying to think what I want to do. I mean, can I put limits on these as to how much goes in and out? You can't really, can you? So I can't say always keep a certain amount of stone and then once you've done that, make the rest into mortar. So what I could do is... No, I think I'd need to make an entire new chain. I'm just trying to think if there's any way if I've already got the thing, how can I make more out of it? But I don't think I can. I've used all my wood up. No. Luckily, there's some more. And we've got customers. Yeah, because I kind of feel like what we should have is like kind of at the very beginning, like, well, this whole linen setup, I feel like should be somewhere else in a way. And then I feel like you should have a table saw. You should have some way of like then storing the logs and then telling it to take extras. I mean, maybe I'm trying to do too much with one thing. Don't know. Go around the corner here, can't we? And then I could probably, what I'd probably want to do then is have enough space for me to walk between and start having tables over here as well. And that sort of arrangement. So I can still get between them and play with the, I mean, although saying that, I can just jump on the table and do whatever I need. So honestly, we could just cover the whole thing in tables. Couldn't we? We could. Just realized that. Look, I'm in the middle of something here. Stupid daytimer thing. I'm doing stuff, okay? All right, so let's just keep putting more tables down. Expand everything out. And maybe move things into more sensible places. I'm gonna get myself another log because I need it. And maybe another stone. And I'm gonna have a look at my, well, my main quest is to make healing potions. I don't even know how I would do that right now. I'll just fill that up. Could make linen rope for people as well, but I've got more flax than I can process right now, so that's great. Quite a bit of rope too. How do we make healing? Right, so I would say probably the next thing I want to do, thinking about it, is to have a look at where healing potions sit. So a spherical liquid flask. Oh no, that's way on. That's way on from where we are. Right, healing potion. That is beyond the assembler. 2 conveyor belt inputs and 1 conveyor belt output. Okay, and we've got a stone furnace. All right, well, let's research an assembler first. Again, like I said, I'm not the fastest at this, at working out what's going on and everything, but I doubt even someone very, very quick with these kinds of games is going to get all the way through all of this. And this is another video where maybe if it does well, I could do a part 2, but I don't know. We really do need to be getting to 5,000 views before anything gets a part 2, generally. Although the castle is getting towards that. I've promised another one if we get to 5,000. So we'll see if it slows down or whether it continues like that. So then we've got the magical potion, healing potion. So if I research that quickly, then we can see kind of what we need. So I've got these extra tables here. I'm expecting I might need a bit more room than that even. So I did get another log to pop in here. So we'd have more wood to make things with. Just generally, we seem to need a lot of wood. And it gives us more table space then, and we can do everything. All right, so there's an assembler going to be made. So how do we make an assembler? It's going to require some small gears. And we're not making any small gears at the moment. So I'm thinking maybe we could do a little small gear thing. So how do we make small gears? That might just be going on from here. So let's have a look. Table saw makes logs, stone crusher makes planks and things. I think it might be in the processor. Let's have a look at the processor recipes in one of my existing processors. Yeah, so I need to pop a processor onto this production line. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take all of the big cogs out. of my storage box. It's not doing anything at the moment because it doesn't have a log in it, so that's fine. I'm gonna move. I wish it was easier to move things without having to destroy them, but we're gonna destroy this, this, and this. Just make it a little bit shorter because, like I say, it's not necessary for it to be that big. I'm gonna put another box in on it. Small should be fine. Just make sure it's going the right way. And I want one of these. Then I want to put in my processor. Right there. And then I want another conveyor belt. Just because... Really? You made some wood now? Yes. Nice. So let's put another conveyor belt in. I love how everything's made of wood in this as well. It feels so cozy. Okay, so then... I want to tell it to put a recipe for small gears. And then we want another little box for it to go into. To help if I press the right button. There we are. So now if I go get a log and pop that on there, it should start making me some small gears. You get a lot out of a log, which is probably fairly true to life, to be honest. So there we are, that's our small gear production. And what I'd like to do is just watch it go through, make sure that everything is doing what it should do. So the grinders should be making large gears. In fact, I could put large gears in here already. And they could already be starting to make small gears for me. Making small gears. There we go. Small gears are on the go. Right, so I wanted to make an assembler, didn't I? And I need 15 of them to do that. And then I can have a look at what it looks like, what its inputs are like, how it moves, how it does things, how the recipes are set up, what I need to put into it, that sort of thing. Can I have some more wood, please? Thank you. I want to build some more tables to get some more space. I'm just going to jump on the tables and just make a big old factory thing here, like out of tables. It's basically my factory floor at this point. Just gives me plenty of room. Once I realize I could jump on them, it's like, oh, okay, well, I can just make this basically my factory floor at this point. Yay. Okay, so linen is go. Small cogs are go. I've got enough now to make the assembler. And the assembler is going to go over here, I think. But I might move it if I feel like it's going to be better off somewhere else. So it's got 2 inputs and 1 output. So if we just put it maybe slightly in the middle here, alongside these processors, would be a good place for it. The recipe we want is a healing potion. And that requires sage powder and flax fiber. So we've got grinders doing flax fiber. So what I think we could do is have a pull out from the... Oh, I don't have enough materials, but that's the idea. Pull out from there. I'll just grab some more wood. Through a grinder into this side. And then I'm going to need to plant some sage. I just put them into the existing planters, I would say. Chamomile, red currant, flax, sage. So I'm going to buy 2 sage seeds and I'm going to auto plant them into here. They're going to take 10 minutes though. But in the meantime, we can build everything else we need for the magical potions anyway. So we're going to probably need to grind the sage into sage powder and have 1 go through here and 1 go through here. So I would imagine that that's what's going to happen. Crafted a grinder, crafted a grinder. Yeah, so we're going to want a grinder and a grinder. I'm trying to think, like, I mean, it's fine to make 1 of these, but how would you do this with multiples? Because you'd need... one side to be one of them, the other side to be the other? I'd have to really think about that. Like, that's the sort of thing that like kind of breaks my brain a bit, honestly. So the grinders would go here. So actually, let's do the grinders first, because that's probably going to be... You're going to want that to go like that. And that. And then I'll put like a small box of sage right there. But I don't see a reason not to... Like, why do we need an extra? Just don't, do we? We don't need anything extra to... Okay. Sorry, I'm concentrating way too much here, I know. And then I put a little box here. Ah, that's a table, not a box. Just gonna do it like that because it fits on the table a bit better. And so hopefully then we can put some sage in there. It will grind, it will go into there. Now, I'm not sure where the output is. I think the output is this. Pretty sure it's there. 2 in, and then it looks like 1 output there. Yeah, I can see it. If you hover over it, you've got an arrow. That helps a lot. Okay. I'm getting into this now. Like I say, it takes me sometimes a little longer just to work out what I'm doing, but I'm getting there, I think. So we've at least got 1. Do you know, it actually looks relatively neat, which is a surprise. I'm actually going to put a 3rd conveyor there just because it keeps it in line with all the other stuff a bit more. So you kind of got a line there. I know it's not quite, but a line there. And we've got a line of boxes here. In fact, especially because this is all 1 as well. Have we run out of flax? We have indeed. I'll throw some more in. So some of it has gone into the grinder. And it looks like 20 flax fibers sat in the assembler. We're still waiting on the sage at the moment. We'll be waiting another 5 minutes for that. So yeah, I'm just trying to think with something where you've got 2 inputs, how you would... Well, I suppose what you would do... You wanted multiple of them. To be honest, the input from the grinder is 20 per minute, and the input here is also... Well, it's 30 per minute. But it's not such a big increase. It's like a 50%. So you wouldn't even... You could balance those out if you wanted to, but it wouldn't give you a ton of extra. It'd give you 50% extra. So I could maybe have an extra line that was splitting between 2 of these and trying to get 30 a minute into it. Probably not worth it. It's probably more worth just having a feeder line of flax, a feeder line of sage, and then just having these sort of... the problem is, I suppose, is that the feeder line of one would need to go behind the other or something, or they would need to cross each other, I think, and that's where you'd start to have problems. It's where you might start to need inclined conveyor belts. But, you know, I'm thinking of sort of increasing these things, and it's not even like something I need to do right now. What might be more useful for me is to make sure that I've got wood production going, because I'm needing it all the time. And in the meantime as well, have a look at what I can be... there we are. Is that right? Yeah. Have a look at what I can be researching as well. So I could be researching a stone furnace or a catapult. I Let's do a catapult. Can I queue them up? Seemingly, yes. Trash barrel would be very useful, I think, after that. Then a conveyor lifter. Then I have no money left, so I won't be able to like make anything else. I can make linen, a potion shelf, all sorts of things. But I should probably make some money too. It's 18,000 off of that. 100 small wooden gears and I get like 1,200. Okay, so let's serve the customers first because I'm really bad at serving them. And I'm surprised that they even like me anymore. Okay. I mean, some of them might want some more mortar or wooden gears or whatever, but we're okay. How are we doing for sage? 2 minutes on the sage. Sage is what we need. What I don't really want happening too much though is I'm actually going to take the flax out of here. I don't want all my flax getting used up and then not having enough to make the potions I need, because then I would be very sad. In the meantime though, I'm going to maybe grab myself... I might grab myself a limestone. You know what? I think I want a just straight up stone producing thing. Just let's make stone in a go into a box, like simple, because we kind of need that. We need the stone not to be being made into mortar. I don't mind having an extra. Ooh, sage is ready. Sagey sage, and you go. So now we're gonna get ground sage to add, and we should start making some health potions, hopefully. There it goes. There's the ground sage. Do you like that I've lined everything up? Except for that one there. Because I needed 2 boxes there. Maybe I don't even need 2 boxes there, but... Is it doing it? Yes, magic potions are go. Okay. We need like 100 of them. So I'll just have to keep on with that. In the meantime, though... Automated processing, decoration, heating. A simple heating device. After adding fuel, the devices above the stone furnace can be heated. Fuel can be automatically refilled through a conveyor belt. Okay, well, I'm not sure why I would need heating, but we'll maybe have a look at that later. We've got a lot of things that we could open up, but it's going to cost... 500, 570. I think we need to start selling things to some customers or making some custom orders for people as well. Let's have a look, see what we've got. All right, let's have a look and see how many wooden gears we have at the moment. Yeah, we have enough. We have enough for the carpenter request, so that'll give us 1,000 or so. But I'm running out of money all the time. Also, we still need stone. Okay, so that's given me 1,200. The main quest will give me 18,000, which will keep me going for a while. Also, this one, the linen rope and mortar, 1,700. That's not too bad. I prefer these orders. They're very nice. And we're making stone. I have not put a stone on there yet. I've got iron ore there. I've got a limestone to put on there. Lovely. They're not doing anything. it into the storage box instead of the crusher. I did. It's not going to do much there, is it? No. So that one's mortar. That one's... I want to move... I so badly want to move the table saw. But I think I should do it once the log is completely done there. I should move it over here next to... Or just here, and it can just be the table for wood or something, but... It could probably go in there. Just go straight into a box as well. I just feel like it's kind of taking up room. I could even squidge it in there, but I think that that would look a bit awkward, honestly. How are we doing for healing potions? We have 6. And the issue I've got now... Okay. So this wasn't the greatest of ideas in the world. The problem I've got here is that I don't have too much control. If I just put it in there, I've got a lot less control on how much flax is being used for each thing. So, okay, number one thing. I don't want to be making linen and rope right now. I just want to be making the flax. So number one thing, let's go and plant ourselves some flax. Okay. And then I might make myself some more planter beds possibly as well. I'll just have them going along the side of the shop because why not? Yeah, I've got plenty of sage, but we kind of run out of flax, and what I don't want is it going in here. That's why I took it out in the first place. And I feel like, honestly, our best bet is just to bulk delete here and throw in a box. Honestly, I want to bulk delete all the way there. I also want to then take out the sage, delete the boxes, delete all of that. Put in one more conveyor here. Grab 2 small boxes. That way. That one can have linen in it. I kind of want to be really smart and being able to sort of have conveyors that go from one thing to another and they do loads of things at once. But the problem is then you're like making something that you shouldn't be making. It's really annoying. I need to be focusing on making the healing potions because otherwise I won't have any stuff. Okay, so in the meantime, there's a customer here wanting a cog, so we'll just sell that to him. Thank you very much, customer. And I'll have a quick look at my other quests and see if I can build up anything else. Just stone, isn't it? Okay. Let's go and have a look at my stone making endeavor and see how it's gone. So we've got 79 stone now. Okay. Then, how are we doing for wood? Oh, yeah. I was going to move that, wasn't I, as soon as I had enough. So that's probably the time to do that now. And then I just want to put that back in over here. So this is just my table saw for whatever I need. There we are. One conveyor. I don't even know if I need it or if it could just go straight into the box, possibly. And then just make sure that the box is the right way around. So now I've got a wood pickup, a stone pickup, and a mortar pickup. Then over here, I've got a linen rope maker. I've got a small gear maker and also a large gear maker. And then over here, I've got a potion maker. So that's fairly neat. That's fairly neat and it's fairly nice. And things have got their own little space and they line up fairly nicely. I think that looks good. Okay, so we're waiting for some more stones so we can do this random quest. Because I really like random quests. They're really, really good. It said something about... I'm not sure. Something about the quest board, but I don't know whether that's just... stuff. I love the town. Look at it. It's massive. I don't know if the whole thing can be your factory eventually. It definitely looks like the things to either side are. This whole section here looks like it's going to eventually be potentially your factory, which is great. And so the other thing that I'd like to play around with, if I can, I don't know if it will tell me to eventually, but I would like to play around with now if I can, is trying to stock the shelves automatically. So there's like a catapult here, and I'd like to know how that works. Yes, I have. So how does a catapult work? How do we use that to stock the shelves? You can throw items onto shelves or into hopper conveyors with angle and distance restrictions. So I see. So if I say put that there and had a conveyor going onto it, it could stock the shelves for me, right? So let me see if I can get this to work. So let's say mortar, right? So I've got a conveyor belt here for mortar. I'm just playing around with this, okay? So we've got the stuff all the way to there, and then I would probably like to then incline it down onto the floor. Is that possible? Can we make that happen? What about the one on 0? Ah, that's a massive one. Perfect. That looks like it's designed to bring things down from a table. It looks like that is exactly what that is designed to do. Okay, so we've got some more. And we want to go in the door. And like, oh no. And then like connect up to the catapult. Oh, right. So that one, I reckon, is to get up the door. This is funny. Okay, so we could get up to the door there. Let's just delete these ones. Honestly, compared to the door size, like these are tiny. It reminds me of like Santa's workshop or something. Okay, so this is just a proof of concept, and I'll try and make this look better maybe later if I can. So 9 for that. 7. Yeah, so 0 is specifically set up. I'm doing so much better at like making the conveyor belts now. It's specifically set up to come down from a table, and the one under 9 is specifically set up to go up the step there. So okay, let's throw a limestone on there then. See what happens. I need a couple of them actually. Let's have 2 limestones, please. I'm having a lot of fun just playing around. I say it does take me a bit more time because I'm not someone who plays these kind of games regularly, but I'm certainly having a good time. Should we just pop logs onto everything and just make everything? Why not? Why not? Seems like I can just buy it anyway. Does make sense, right? Okay, so I've got 882 left in the bank. And it looks like my flax is ready, thank goodness. So that means that we'll be able to make some more medicine because we have 17 done, which is great. Right, so my first mortar is on its way. This shelf probably needs to be set to mortar. if that's what I'm going to be sending down here. Did I properly confirm it? All right, there we are. Mortar. And then these can be for wooden gear. And maybe even small wooden gear or linen rope or whatever we need. I'm mostly working, to be honest, on the random request orders at the moment. Probably more than anything else. Oh, why aren't they going down? Oh, no. Oh, no, it's the wrong way. Why would it do that to me? Switch form T. Okay, that's what I need to do then. So X, F. You're always going to need, to a certain extent, to troubleshoot things, right? So it always shows you which way it's going. There we are. That's the way. That one's going the right way, though. Everything else needs to be going the right way. So what I'm hoping is it'll stop that shelf. Just waiting for them to do their thing. Right, 21 of those. Lovely. And the thing is, I'm wondering whether we could just have a supply belt that has a mixture of things coming onto it. Because as long as it's saying, and I'll try it with maybe wooden gears in a minute, as long as it's saying what it wants to accept, I imagine the catapult will only throw what the shelf can accept. But again, I would need to just play around with that concept and see if that was something that it did. Honestly, I swear, like my brain though, and my explanations, my brain is going faster than my tongue can explain things. It's thinking of concepts and it's like, okay, set targets. It's doing it. Oh, look, that's so cool. So if I wanted more mortar to go into the next shelf over, I could build another little catapult. I'm not going to be obsessed with catapults now, aren't I? You can tell. Where are they? They are. Another little one there. Another conveyor in. And then set target to there. Invalid angle. Why? See, I'm trying to work something out now and I can't. Come on. Probably need to just move it along by one then. So let's X, F, Q. So it looks like these restockers really do need to be exactly like that. Oh no! Can I? Grr. Did it wrong. And the customers don't seem to mind too much either. I irritated myself there. I was like, no, why have you done it the wrong way around, Sheila? Okay. There we are. So there's my restocking catapults. So what I want to know now is, do I need separate different catapults? So say we go all the way down here. Oh yeah, because what will probably happen then so I'm thinking, like, if I wanted to say, but I've got wooden cogs there and small wooden cogs there, but what will probably happen is that my conveyor belt line would get all messed up with mortar, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's going to the end first. So I think it'd probably be an unwise decision to try and mix the lines. Which does mean you're going to only have a certain amount that can come through each door. There's another door down here that you can bring things in through. And there's a possibility that you might be able to bring a conveyor belt in through the window as well. It really, yeah, it looks like you can put conveyor belts on the windowsill, so you could probably get a line going in that way as well. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame that there's not more of a way to be more selective with things and to sort of gate things. Maybe there will be later. Let's have a look and see if there's any kind of like gating on the conveyors. As for nursery, supply portal, a balance. That is just going to evenly balance them out. It's not necessarily going to filter. Glass, brick, conical flask, blender, extractor. I'm just having a look to see. Priority splitter. Features 1 conveyor belt input and 2 outputs. Input items are prioritized for the first output. Not sure what that means. So it features 1 conveyor belt input and 2 outputs. Input items are prioritized for the first output. Ah, yes, this is what we need. When we get to level 5, there's a filter splitter. So what I can do is put a filter splitter in. It will filter out the chosen item. Then, so I can have everything coming in to the shop along 1 input, filter it before it gets to the catapult, and then send the rest on their merry way to go to the next shelf along or whatever. Only issue is, how do I stop it going past? How do I like prioritize? It's a puzzle that maybe someone cleverer than me could really work out, but probably for someone of my factory knowledge and my expertise and intelligence level. Put it that way, shall we? Probably what I need, personally, would be like several routes in, just for whatever stock I need. What I could do, though, maybe I could use boxes or something. I could like filter them into boxes, and then have the boxes individually like split out into catapult feeding places. I could try and do something smart like that, I think. I'm just not sure exactly what. Now I am wondering whether to do myself a second belt worth of healing potions, because they're taking forever. I think I will. I seem to have more stock than the bottleneck seems to be in my processing. Yeah, it definitely is. So just plant in some extra sage and some extra flax, and then we'll make ourselves another one of these. So yeah. Oh, is there anything else I can research at the moment? Do I have money? No, I don't have any money. What do you mean money? Why would I have that? Urgent request, 480 small wooden gears. Wow. Carpenter request, iron nails and iron ingots. Great. Let's see how many small gears I have in here, because I have been making them. I have 200, 300, 465. Now, how many? No, 365, sorry. And it needs 480. So I will just make sure it is producing at the moment. Oh, I'll just carry on with it then. So how long have I got for this request? Expires in 0 days. The reward is 200% of the market price. Sadly, I still haven't worked out how to hire anybody. Or to do any kind of auto checkout. I don't know if that's something that I could just do. Conveyor lifter. Can lift things up. Heating device. And a catapult. So we've worked out how to do the catapults. But... And I love watching them work. It's amazing. I need to work out what I'm doing with trying to... automatically. And I haven't worked it out at all. I don't know if there is a way. Shaper. Is there some way of automatically... Can they drop their coin purses onto the conveyor or something? Is that maybe what we do? The tutorial would mega help with that. A hopper. I do wonder whether maybe they could throw their coins into a hopper. Lab stands. I don't know. I really don't know on that one. Let me know in the comments if you know, if you've played this a little bit more than me, because I'm probably going to wrap it up pretty soon, maybe as we get into level 4. So maybe I should try and... Maybe I should try and see if I can. Yeah, okay, I'll, Oh, but I'm going to need nails for that, aren't I? So I'd probably be best just to get a smelter going. Oh, man, there's so much stuff to research here. Let's go and see how many more of the tiny wheels have been made. It's another 45, so we're on 410. Yeah, we should have enough for that pretty soon. Looks like I've run out of sage. It's no good, is it? That'll be ready in 5 minutes. Of course it will. So I'm not going to make another one of these because it looks like I have run out of raw materials. How many do I need over here? Maybe I could play around with the smelter a little bit. Like another 60. I've got this feeling I'm going to just have enough and then it's going to be like, ha ha ha, not for you, not today. And I'm going to be like, grr. I don't have enough money even to buy a stupid stone. How annoying. Right, let's so they put the mortar on there. And then I have to press E on it. And it's not until I do that that's why I'm thinking like a hopper and things maybe just wouldn't work for it. But again, let me know in comments because I am always interested in what you guys think about these things. I'll probably be asking Avak in a minute because he's played this as well. So I'm going to be like, well, what did you do? How did you... if you did get automatic like shopkeeping going, because I'm not sure how. If there is a way to do that, like automatic stocking seems to be fairly easy to work out. Restocking speed 5 per second, sleep time 8 hours. I do actually have enough money now to put some more stone into the stone crusher. So I should do that, I think. So we can have mortar to sell. Yeah, then I want to have a little look at this smelter. So I have a iron smelter, and then I've also got heating. Consumes iron ore to smelt iron ingots and can only be built on a furnace and has a conveyor belt input. So you would need the furnace underneath. I'm going to build a couple of extra tables, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe we could just play with that around here. Okay, so let's see. A furnace. I need 20 stone for that, and it can be built here. Okay. Then I would need to put the smelter on top of it, apparently. Rotate that way. So yeah, that's my iron smelter and furnace. So I need to have a conveyor belt putting coal into there. And then I'd probably need to have some kind of conveyor belt putting iron in there. Oh no, I built that in a very bad place then. Yeah, probably don't want it that way around. Because look at the inputs. They're all there. So I've done that probably back to front. So let's delete it for now and put it the other way around. I need to be more careful about where inputs are before I build things. So I expect what I can do is have a coal thing running around there. And then I could make... So this is going to be on several levels. Add iron ore. It's coming out of there. So then that could go into the shop, for example. I'm going to need like a big ramp going up there so that the iron ore can go in there. This is going to be an interesting one, actually. So let me try and build what I think could be a way to go into this. So I feel like we'd need the big, fat... And that would need to go this way, actually. So this would be our output. We need to go down like that. Then I think I'd need something like, and let's pull it the other way. Something like a double one of these to get all the way up there. Now, I don't know if that's possible. I think what I'd have to do is put another little... Okay, a dude up there. I might even have to put a table or something there to... Or a box or something to give it some stability underneath. So let's see if I can build up onto a box. This is the way, isn't it? It's kind of teaching me all the tricks of how to actually build things, which is really cool. No, I've got wood there, so why can't I build... Do I have to build like a wooden platform for it before I'm allowed to... Yeah, I do. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, you can't just build into the air. And that makes things really difficult. I didn't realize that would be a thing. So if I wanted to go across to there, I couldn't do it. So how does this all work then, with that being an issue? Can I? Now here's a question. No, so if I try and delete it, it deletes the whole tower. Oh. Right, so the next question. If I build a table, can I run conveyors under the table? It seems so. So I feel like what I'd need to do here is do something clever with a table. I don't think boxes would work. Because you could have, obviously, so you'd probably have something like this going on to fill that. You might need possibly something like that to go into there, but I'm not sure. You could definitely have then something like that going straight in. So what you could do there is if I did an X there and an F, one of these, I could do something like this. So we could go straight in and then the one underneath could go around it. Then let's delete that one a sec. I'm just very interested in how I make a ramp up to there. Oh, okay, so then we could totally make a ramp going up to there off the back of a block somewhere. So what I could do there then, that one should be an output, by the way, but this is just a, like I say, it's a proof of concept as to how to actually set this up in any way, shape or form. So what I would say here is we want to put some blocks up. To say 3 blocks there. And let's just see if we can put a... That would be the right height. But yeah, I'm not sure how to do this really, because it's like... You can do that, but then there's no way for you to put a flat conveyor across there without having support underneath. So I get how to have that as an output. I get how to have that as an input. But I don't see a way, because you would need some kind of turn into there at least, even if it was... Am I just overcomplicating this? I'm not sure actually. Ah, no, I get it, I get it, I get it. The iron ore is like a massive... You don't need any of this. Okay, that's fine. The iron ore is like adding the stone or the wood onto the top. So yeah, I totally overcomplicated that. So this is all you need. You need, although you need that one to be the other way around. So let's just take that away. So what you need on this then is this one to be rotated, and it needs to take the output. That's the way. The output out of there, and you need to be putting coal or something into there. Just do that. So I'm gonna need some kind of box of coal, I imagine. Now then, what do we need to put in? So it needs... Let's see if we can find what fuels that. Maybe wood, actually. Let's see if we can put wood in there and if that will work. that go in and light the furnace? Will we need any ramps going up or anything, or is that okay? Just see. Yeah, so planks will go in there, but it looks like I need to maybe put a little bit of a ramp underneath or something, so... Tiny ramp. Like that. Might need blocks under it. I don't know. Hang on. 5 block. Is that? Yes. Okay. Okay. I think I can do something with this. So let's put a ramp up here. Then I want to put a round thing going into there. Then I would like to move all of this out of that box. We'll just get rid of this. Lots of trial and error, because like I say, I don't always see things ahead of time. I have to like try them out first. Right, so box TTT. Yeah. There we are, that's all we needed. That's my furnace set up. Little box there as well. I can have bigger boxes if they're needed as well. Just haven't really felt like I've needed them too much yet. So if I put that in there, I've got iron smelting going there. So we're going to be making some iron. Nice. So what I could have is I could have like a little chopping block thing going over here, like I've got over here, table saw. We could just make the wood go down to there, or I could just have a little setup down here with it. There's a lot of things you could do. I'm sure that you guys have all probably got loads of ideas of things you could do. But I'm kind of thinking that I could do something very, very clever with the shop shelves once I had filters. But I'd have to really like think about it and really kind of try and work out what I'm doing. Let's have a look at the medicine and see if we're done with that. Because if we are, which we're not even slightly, I don't have the raw resources for it. But I do now, so that's better. I'd like to maybe open up another piece of land if I can get some money together. Oh, sad times. I missed the, I think I did anyway, the small wheel quest, but I can always keep those for later. Something else might come up. So I am making some iron ingots, which is great. But iron nails, how would we make iron nails? Who knows? That's going to be the next thing in our little metalworking line, isn't it? So if we want iron nails, we need to craft them at a processor. Okay. So if I put a little... insufficient materials. Get some wood out of there. I might want to get some more wood actually as well. And I probably should be growing some more sage and stuff. Let's put that into here. Customers as well. Hello, customer. I love it, it's automatically restocking itself. Over time, I'd probably try and make this more efficient and get more different lines going on the tables over there. I don't know that everything needs to be on a table, but I do feel like that's quite a nice setup, honestly. Might be nice even to have this on a table. Just does feel nicer somehow. I love that you can walk up the conveyor belt. Even the conveyor belt is tiny. If I tried to walk onto the table, I couldn't. But if I walk up there, I can walk up the conveyor belt. That's brilliant. But yeah, I can have double the amount of space as well once I've gotten 6,000 together, which I'll have as soon as I've done my next quest. I'm going to go and get some more seeds so that I don't run out, because that is my main quest. And probably once we've done the medicine bit of it, then I'm going to probably wrap it up. I've had a lot of fun with this. It's super fun. I bet there's so much stuff you could do with it. I love that I'm stocking my shelves with catapults. But like I say, I'm still kind of trying to work out, like, if I want to maybe have like a stock box with like a filter or something, like how I would make it so that I didn't have to have a separate line for each individual thing. And I don't think I'm clever enough to know. Without clogging the line as well. And I don't know whether I've got enough tools to do it, or whether I'm just not thinking it through enough. Okay, so it looks like we've run out of wood over here. Throw some more in. And then I'm definitely going to need like a plank of wood over here. Yeah, we're a little bit low on wood, so let's go grab a wooden log to throw onto the wood making. I don't have enough coin. Of course I don't. Let's go and serve customers then, because maybe they'll give me some coin, because I never have coin, apparently. I think one thing that this shows as well, though, is that you don't need to be, like, super clever about it. You can just build individual things. And you can just send whatever you want over to your catapults and not worry about it too much. If you're a bit worried about, like me, not being clever at these sorts of factory games. I know that there are really elegant, pretty cool solutions that you can make to things, but also you can just do this. All right, let's see how much we've got in the way of iron ingots. We've got 44. We need 60, so it shouldn't take too long, actually. In order to fulfill the... Is it the carpenter's? No, it's not the carpenter's request. It's the random request. So I'm going to try and fill that one. And once I've done that, I will try and do the other request from the carpenter and try and get some iron nails going. But I'm going to need a processor for that. And again, it's like, do you build 2 lines, or do you try and maybe just take the conveyor belt away? I wish there was like a stop switch or something, so I could have more control over when it was making processed goods and when it's just making the raw good. But apparently not, so. Oh, insufficient materials. No. Let's put it all in there for fuel. Okay, so let's make a conveyor belt. Let's make a processor. This is one of these boys. And that should... I give it the right recipe. Give me nails. Except I have not... possibly... research nails. Oh, I need like a little bit more money and I can research nails and then I can have that recipe. Okay. Like, yes, once I've got the 60 I need, which is, oh, very close actually. I'll have some money and then I can research nails and then I can do the next quest on. There we are. Yeah, we're at 2 hours now, so I am thinking I really wanted to do that main quest though. We're nearly there. We're on 80. I need another 20. We've got all the stuff going. Poor old Alvac's waiting on his dinner though. And I've overrun massively. All right. Deal is we'll wait for those 20 health potions to be made. In the meantime, we'll just do whatever small things we can and we'll make iron nails. But after that, we're stopping, okay? Lab stands, a hopper conveyor. I want to know about hoppers. I want to play around with them and see if that is some way that I could try and automate the... Oh, please don't tell me the quest will have gone. Maybe I'll get new quests, though. Yeah, so the hopper conveyor... Linen might be nice. A workbench for crafting and upgrading accessories. I could try and see what that's about, maybe. Okay, let's have a look. Have we got new quests? We do, and we have the stuff for them as well. Very nice. That's instant extra money for me. Perfect. So if I made 20 iron ingots and 60 iron nails, I'd get 2,000. Yeah, so hoppers. Oh, I need to stick a limestone onto the mortar maker. I ran out of money for that earlier. It's a lot. It is a lot of money, but it does give me a lot back, so 'tis worth it. See, if I was smart and I had a box in between those, then I could move stone from here to there if I wanted, but I'm not that smart. Okay, got those that we can put into here. We are very much outproducing the capabilities of our... I'm glad I put sage in. I'm going to grow two more batches of sage, just in case. I don't want to run out of that. And that seems to be an issue at the moment, so... Let's just make absolutely sure that that's planted. And these don't seem to be planted in the same orientation. I haven't put the... Yeah, I can see that stone that's sticking out there should be around that way. So the sage is all different angles. So if you were really, really concerned about that, you could change that around. Right, we're at nearly 90 now. I have now got the recipe for nails, so we can do that if we want to. Start making nails. But yeah, I also kind of feel that I don't like the way the conveyor belt here. I don't like it. It's so messy and so many turns to it, but I'm like, I don't even know how I would do less turns. Like, I could maybe align that out the door like that a bit more. That would be one less turn. Or two less turns, actually. And I could maybe run it along the tables a bit more or something. I don't really know, actually. I really don't know, but... Okay, I probably need a box for the nails. Sorry, wrong one pressed again. So there we are. We'll start putting nails into there so we can make nails. I probably do need to get myself another piece of iron though. It's 1,200 to buy some iron ore, so let's hope that these nails and things sell well. Although saying that, they always do. They always sell very well, to be fair. Nobody wants my mortar anymore, though. We are producing it slowly. Oh no, that lady wants some. I do wonder whether you could put the catapults like in a bit of a nicer... I don't think you can. I think they do need to be there, to be honest. Bit of a nicer place. So yeah, what I'm wondering is with the hoppers, it can catch items. It features a single conveyor belt output. So where the customers drop, could they drop into there, the money? And could the money then go into a chest somewhere and I just pick that up at the end of the day? But then the question is, like, how... I'll grab a few nails and maybe make one and just see. But the question then is, how do I... I'm supposed to press E to make the transaction happen. So how does that happen automatically? I'm a bit confused on that. And it doesn't really give you much of a tutorial in that sense. So it's not like, yay, this is how you do it. I'm like, okay. All these things that I've got now. Gelatinous gridlock. Haven't played with that yet. What's that made of? Oh, it's total purchased. Oh, okay. Maybe that's something I need to make other things. Let's go and have a look at my herbal medicines though, because I think, to be honest, I'm probably about as far as I'm gonna be wanting to get today with this one. We could come and have another look at it another day possibly, or maybe if I do start getting my streams up and running, it's the sort of thing I could do on stream once it's proper done. So 18,000 now. We're up to level 4 and we can make red current seeds, portal sigils, and automatic cashier. Really? That was all I needed, was to get to this level, and then automatic cashier was right there. I must have missed it. Is it in here? See, I looked all through here. I looked all through here and didn't find it, so I don't think it's there. I think it's just now, you just got it as the level went up. So, insufficient materials. I would need to make that, I think. Automatic cashier. Out of what? It stops working when the coin limit is reached and features a single conveyor belt. Okay. How do I make it then? Like insufficient materials. But what are the materials needed to make that? Let's go and have a look at the assembler. No, that's fine. Oh, now I'm messing up. Now I've messed up my recipe here. Should I go and buy it somewhere, maybe from a shop or something? I'm just trying to think like what I could, where I can get this thing, because I really want it. I'm not sure where I would get the thing that I'm looking for here. Aha! That's where you get it, from that guy. Okay, good to know. So now we're wanting to make vitality potions. But basically, automatic cashier. Yep. Okay, cool. So what I could do then is pop a... Oh, of course it's on that side, isn't it? So if I turn that around... Oh no, that's fine. So the coins come out, right? And then I can get the coins to go into a box. Now, it does not look like the box can go there, but I could have a coin box down here. So let's take the copper coins away. X, F. Let's go here then. So out there. Then I want one of these. One of those guys. Going down. Then I want another little tiny just because I do, just because I want that. And then I want a, not a table, then I want a little tiny box to take the coins. And there we are. And I could have a larger box if needed. And if I had several of these, I could probably have the, yeah, I could probably have them linked up to each other so that they go into the coin box down on the floor there. Lovely. So yeah, now I don't have to do... Look, they pay and then it goes in the box. Wonderful. So that is definitely the most interesting automatic cashier I have ever seen, and I'm very, very glad that I carried on until that was the case. So you automatically stock by throwing catapults, and then you automatically cashier by them doing that and then throwing it into a box via a conveyor belt. So everything is super, super automated, and there is a part of me that super loves that. I would love to spend more time on this and open more stuff up and make more things, but I feel like I've now done very much enough to show you the things I wanted to show. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more stuff like this, then please subscribe. I'll let you know when videos are out. Hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.